All right. 3, 2, 1. Crystal, we got a
Quiet.
special episode this week.
Quiet on the set. Yes, we do. I'm very excited that we're not here. We're taking a breather.
Yes. And for people that are new to Stacking Adventures, well, heck, we're new to Stacking Adventures. The show's not that old.
True.
Uh, we waited a little longer than normally, but we're going to run this the way that we do our, I guess, our brother show, Stacking Benjamins, where every 8 weeks we'll take a week and recharge our batteries. But we're going to give you greatest hits. The issue, though, Crystal, we don't, we haven't had enough episodes to have a greatest hits.
We don't. But hey, we have other things to share,
We
right? In
do.
our toolbox.
There's a fantastic interview I did with a guy named Joseph Rosendo. He has won several Emmys for his PBS show Travel Scope. And he goes around the world and he talks about his trips around the world and really how to make the most out of your adventure. So I thought if there's a good time, good place to play that interview, it's probably on our adventure show. The big
Perfect timing.
the big thing I like about this interview with Joseph, and by the way, we're not going to play the entire Stacking Benjamins show because most of that is about money, but this travel piece, we're just going to run the snippet. So today will be a little bit of a short show because I think it's about 20, 25 minutes long. So
Yeah.
not an incredibly long interview. But what I love about it, you're going to hear him talk about it's not about seeing the sights, it's about meeting the people for him. And a lot of
Ooh.
times he says the problem that we have when we travel, we're afraid to meet the people. And
Mhm.
he's like, meeting the people is the best part. You can go see the Coliseum. That's fine. You can go climb Mount Kilimanjaro. You can do the safari. You can do whatever. You can go to Disneyland. But talking to other people, he says, is the key. And I really, that's why I like this interview so much. And I remember that ever since I did this interview, that's what I think about.
Well, me too. I always love asking people, I love to look at how much gas costs. I got to learn how I think it's Netherlands like the for college, it's like you go, you don't pay, but you pay it forward for someone else after you graduate and get a job.
Oh,
That's how
cool.
their higher education system works. So I like talking to people just to see, what do you normally do on a Friday night? Or, if you weren't tour guiding us, what would you be doing? Or what do you like to do when you come to America? Like it is cool to talk to them about totally different things.
You're way more outgoing though than I am. Like when we're at events together, you're always off chatting with anybody.
I think that's where I get my energy from, just being nosy. I'm nosy. There it is. You're not nosy. You're in your own world and I'm just too nosy. Like how do people afford XYZ and ZYX? Like I want to know it all.
It's
Curious.
fabulous. Spoken like an engineer right there. A couple things. Thanks to everybody who used our Amazon link. When you
Yes.
go to our website, which is our gear of the day, stackingventures.com/GOTD. When you go there, most of these gear of the day, the stuff that makes your travel better, those are all on Amazon. And when you use that link for the next 24 hours, we get credit. And I don't know if people know this, your purchases have made this show like what, $4.60.
Yes, yes. I just
Yes,
spent it all in one place. Hey, but it's better than $0. Guess what? A million starts with one.
absolutely. Well, and I don't think we created the show to get rich. We created it to
No,
have some fun
obviously
talking
not.
travel. But I'll say this, what's cool is that cool water bottle carrier that you
Mhm.
talked about, maybe on episode 2. Somebody bought that. So that was
Yeah.
neat.
And I was just using it to play pickleball because I clipped my pickleball to it too. The racket, you can clip it right on. So I clip,
Super.
just don't make it too heavy. But yeah, I clip all kinds of stuff on mine.
And then a couple people bought that card game I like taking in my
Yes, llama.
backpack with me. Don't Llama. Yeah, good stuff. We were actually playing it last night.
Have
Uh,
you played Wingspan? This game called
Wingspan.
Wing.
Yes.
Yeah,
What a
you've heard it.
game.
Okay, I played that for the first time. Totally off topic, but yeah, I loved it.
It's so fun.
It is.
I love the birds flitting around.
Me too. Oh yeah.
That's a great game. All right. Joseph Rosendo and the Travel Scope. And then next week we are back. Next week we're back, but we need your help, adventures. If
Yes.
you have a trip to Peru or Chile that you took. We're going to be covering those very soon. If you've been to New Orleans and you want to talk about your New Orleans adventure, drinking in New Orleans too, places to eat, places to drink, but any New
Mhm.
Orleans adventure is good. And then your ghost tours. If you've been on a ghost tour, we're prepping those episodes right now. So send us your tips at stackingadventures.com/my story.
Yes, we would love to hear from you. You know, for New Orleans, Magazine Street, I remember the first time I went when someone told me to go to Magazine Street, and that's like another best kept secret. But then I don't want too many people to know about it to ruin it. But that's another fun area.
It's like if we got off the ferry going to Isle Royal, this national park right in the middle of Lake Superior. And we
Uh-huh.
get there and you have to talk to the one of the rangers gives you kind of a debriefing when you're right on the dock, literally off the ferry on the dock. There's the ranger. Before you go anywhere, he tells you all the safety stuff you need to know because it's a wild island.
Yeah.
And at the end, he says, I know you're going to love it. And if you do, shut up.
That's impossible.
I know. Don't tell anybody because that's why you
Oh,
love it
that is
because nobody
so
knows.
funny.
And now
Darn
I
it.
just accidentally said it on the podcast. So,
That's all right. I forgot what you said anyway. Unless
well,
I'm taking notes, I didn't hear it.
all right. Well, everybody take notes on this. Joseph Rosendo and his Stacking Benjamins
Yes.
interview about better travel.
Cool.
Bam.
Okay, and you were